welcome back to the Sports and Dorks podcast. My name's Ryan.
I'm Isaac.
And I'm Jordan. And we're going to start off with a new segment today called Dork Down, where we just break down all the entertainment and sports news throughout the week that the podcast has not been out. So Isaac's going to start us off with some news.
Yep, I've been taking some notes throughout the week. I get a notification on my phone. There's one I'm going to add on here in a second. I just thought about just like bunch of like random. The whole segment's about like sports news, some like comic book like Marvel news that I've seen recently. I just kind of write them down as I see them. We're gonna start off with the sports news. I'm not super like detailed on these first two things. This is more of like between them. They're the bigger Kentucky fans. I'm wearing a Michigan State shirt, so I'm not like the biggest Kentucky fan. But I also have a Cats thing right there too. But so the two things we have written down about Kentucky is Travis Perry. He committed he transferred to Ole Miss. That's pretty big because he was a Kentucky boy. I know that one a little bit. That one was weird. And then Kentucky got a 7'1" guy committed.
Reese Potter.
Yep. So if you guys would like to break that down a little bit, and I can try to add into what I know about that.
Well, did y'all see that the Louisville guy committed to Ole Miss too? So like Ole Miss got a Kentucky analog. Scott, James Scott, I think.
Oh, the mask guy.
You might need to fact check me on that.
Sounds like Ole Miss is gonna suck. So that's all I gotta say.
I think he's trying to be like a big time John Purdue over there.
Nice to have a Lexington boy, 7'1", big man, whatever. I mean,
is he from Lexington?
Yep.
Oh, sweet! I didn't know that. Where does he go to high school?
He's a junior in college. He's going into his junior season.
Not bad, guys. Where did he go to high school at? Do you know?
No, I don't know.
All right. Do we want to go ahead and next little segments we could cover?
I think I talked about it last week, but like I hate that Travis Perry left Kentucky because when he signed under John Calipari, he said that he didn't care if he never saw the floor, that he wanted to be a Kentucky boy because he knew how much it meant to the state. And then he actually played under Mark Pope, and he would have continued to play under Mark Pope a little bit. Like we have a good incoming roster, but he would have continued to play a little bit here and there, and then he left to go somewhere else. Like that actually kind of like got to me a lot. So
yeah, I understand that for sure. Like I get that because he's from Kentucky. That's like the biggest thing. Like if I played basketball in high school, I would love to play for Kentucky. That'd be like my number one thing. But we're gonna move on from that. We're gonna talk about Justin Tucker and what has been going on with him recently. Because I saw the Ravens just released him after they're tired of this. He's a wannabe Deshaun Watson right now. You know, he's trying to get these happy endings at these massage parlors, and it's not going his way. Do we have any take on this?
How long until the Browns sign him is the real question.
What's today's date? As of recording, it's Sunday, May 11th. I give it Sunday, May 11th by 11:30 at night. So I give it an hour.
Do you think another team will end up re-signing him?
I don't think they will this season.
Not re-signing, signing him.
I would say he's probably going to go to court and everything. He's probably going to get them all dropped because usually athletes typically do, unless if there's just like the most blatant evidence. And then he's probably going to get re-signed by like a team that's just like in desperate need of a kicker for like a year. And then he's probably going to be like in the league, but he's not going to be as good because he had to take a year off for court duties and everything.
That's like piggybacking off the Browns. Do you think Nick Chubb is going to end up getting signed anywhere? Or do you think it's going to be more in the season?
Like I think it's going to be. Do you remember how Todd Gurley went to the Falcons? Like, it's going to be like that, where he just kind of goes to a team,
accidentally score a touchdown,
and then accidentally score a touchdown against the Lions, probably too again.
You got anything on it, Ryan?
He'll probably go to the Panthers since Jonathan Brooks can't play this year.
That is, I forgot to write that down.
Chuba Hubbard.
Chubba.
Is it Chuba or Chubba?
I have no idea. Ask chat what is it.
Chubba and Nick Chubb. Pretty good duo.
Chubba, Nick Chubb. That's
not bad. That's a backfield right there.
Chubb and Chubba. I like that. I want to talk about this. I want to have my own little spiel.
I see what's next.
You see what's next. I want to talk about this. I want to express my sadness. And let me tell you the whole story. The George Pickens trade, guys. I'm a Steelers fan. I love George Pickens. He's crazy. I love him. He's so good. He's at Dallas for a bag of fucking pennies. Excuse my language. I know we've had some critique on the language apparently. So God forbid a 19-year-old speaks his mind. All right. Yeah,
any
you know
former
who I'm
teachers
talking
out there,
to. Any former teachers out there? I'm pointing my finger at you guys.
but also sub to the
Um,
podcast. I know a bunch. We
yeah,
haven't.
please.
We've had a lot of views, but not a lot of subs. So like
I
we gotta
know.
get some correlation there.
Guys, we need to make money off this. Please subscribe and at least like it or something.
We need something.
We need
Tell your
some
friends about it.
action. Yes, and your kids. Well, maybe not your kids. Your sisters, siblings, whatever. But George Pickens, man, that day was such a rough day for me anyway. I worked like 14 hours that day with not good people to work with. I worked from 7 to I think.
Oh,
worked
that was
7 to
Wednesday, wasn't it, or
I think
whatever
it was
it
7 to like 8:30. So that's like practically 14 hours in my head. It's Ryan, do the math.
Well,
13
no,
and a half
13.
hours. 13 and a half. 14 hours. Give it to me, please. Sounds better. Sounds like I did a lot more than I did. But I worked with pretty shitty people, pretty sucky people, was not very happy. And the Cubs were they were down the whole day. I'm also a Cubs fan and a Cavs fan. Cavs got blown out by the Pacers that day. Cubs were, well, actually, no, Cavs lost on buzzer beater that day, like a game winner. Made me so mad. Cubs lost in extra innings, 14-5. And then before I went to bed, I was talking to my dad. I was like, dude, the worst thing that could happen in my sports world right now is if the Steelers sign Aaron Rodgers. I think this was worse than the Steelers signing Aaron Rodgers. Not by a lot, but it was. And I woke up that next morning at 7 o'clock. I saw the news and I went back to bed till about 9:30 because I felt like I needed to get more sleep because of that. I'm very upset. Sorry for ranting. I needed to get that off the chest.
Piggybacking off that though, where does CD and George Pickens rank in the duo in the NFL now? You think no, it's not one because Smitty and Brown better. I think. I think.
That's
I think.
close, but no.
I think Puka and Devontae Adams are up there. I'm not saying they're
They're not
better.
better. Not
They're
better.
up
They're
there.
injury prone.
I'm sure. Who else? What other duos are out? Oh, no. Number one's Shamar Chase and T Higgins, undoubtedly. There's no way. No, come on.
That's
You
a
can't.
3. I mean, then if we say that, we have to say Justin
3 to
Jefferson,
4
Jordan
big games
Addison
a
is number
year, and
1.
that's it.
No, because Jordan Addison's not that.
Jordan Addison's a dog.
Okay, yes, but he's not. I don't know.
T. Higgins is better than Jordan Addison. I agree. I think that CD George Pickens is number
Tyreek
1.
Hill, Jalen Waddle. That's up there, I think.
That's
Tyreek
CD
Hill
George Pickens over.
for a whole last year. Don't even talk to me about that. So Jordan, here, I want
I
you to
can
see
tell
this.
who took him first over on the fantasy drafts.
All the duos you just said are injury prone. George Pickens and CeeDee
Okay,
Lamb.
hold on. Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill were injury prone. They were quarterbacks injury prone.
No, I'm pretty sure Jalen Waddle didn't play much last year.
I don't
Yeah,
know,
I don't
honestly.
think you
I'm
said.
pretty sure he was injured quite a bit during the season.
Yeah.
So was Puka and Devontae. Well, I don't think Devontae Adams was. Puka was.
Puka was hurt a little
Puka
bit.
was
He had
for the
something with his
first
knee.
half of the season. He was, yeah.
Yeah,
So
I'm very upset about that. I think that ranks as number 1. That's gonna be number 1 receiver duo.
I think it's top
CeeDee
5.
Lamb. CeeDee Lamb, I would say he was a top 3 receiver last year. Jetta's chasing him, right?
I think Jamar Chase is 1.
Jamar Chase won.
Probably. Yeah, I think
And then
Jetta's, and then he probably was
well,
3.
because Jetta's was a little injury prone. He had a few injuries last year.
Did he?
I think he had some with his hamstring, no? Or was that the year before? That might have
I
been the
just
year before.
I know he had a touchdown 8 straight weeks or whatever with Sam Darnold,
He
the
was a
first 8
dog.
weeks of the strike. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it feels like that was so long ago.
it does.
Jeez. But yeah, I think that's got to be number 1. We're going to move on to the next thing. NBA playoff update. What do we think? Cavs are currently losing by, they cut the lead down to 23. That's a little bit better than the 50 they were at earlier. So, or the almost 50 they were at earlier.
What is the scores of each series? What is the games? I know Thunder's
Cleveland's probably
tied
going to go down
2-2.
3-1 now. Thunder's 2-2.
What's the Knicks and Celtics?
I don't know. I'll check the East. Do you want to check the West?
I can.
I don't know how to check the brackets on the ESPN app.
I'm just going to ESPN. Going to
I'm on
NBA.
ESPN. Yeah, I'm
Yeah, the Nuggets and Thunder's 2-2. The Timberwolves are up 2-1 on the Warriors.
Wolves on
That's
5.
it.
What's the East looking like? Can you check the East? I can't pull it
Yep.
up.
the Celtics or no, New York's up 2-1 on the Celtics, and then
Yes.
Indiana's about to be up 3-1 on the Cavs.
What's the time left on that game?
31
Ah,
seconds.
game over.
Yeah.
Damn it, man. It was our year too. That's
So
okay.
yeah, so it's not looking good for my predictions of Celtics and Timberwolves. Well, actually, Timberwolves are up 2-1, but
It's not looking good for my prediction of Cavs winning it all right now. So, um, ooh, I do want to talk about this. This is actually pretty cool to me. I think it's pretty odd. Kentucky and Louisville for basketball, they play each
oh,
other this year. First
oh,
game,
early.
first regular season game of the year is against each other.
That is
That's crazy to
crazy.
me.
No,
That's wild.
it's usually late December, and
Yes,
like
I remember it
it's
every year of
November
my
11th.
childhood being
Like it's
like
crazy.
around Christmas time whenever they
Hmm.
played, like or close to Christmas. But they're playing at the
It's
Yum. I kind of want to pop out this year, guys.
no, I'm
Should we?
we get those student discounts.
Yeah, I think we should.
That's what I'm saying about doing. Yeah,
I'm fine
I'll
with
go to the
doing
student section in all blue.
it. I'd probably wear this shirt so I could be neutral.
Yeah,
Um, I want to talk about this as a Steelers fan and a Kentucky football fan. Uh, Will Levis potential destinations after Cam Ward being drafted. Will Levis is very likely to go to Pittsburgh right now.
they
He's
need
not
to get
going
him. They need to
he's
get
not going anywhere.
Pittsburgh needs to get a quarterback soon. Like,
Will Howard's got us under control. Okay,
yeah.
he does. He just won a national
Will Howard
championship.
and
What's the
Mason
difference between that and a
Rudolph.
Super Bowl?
What are you saying, Ryan?
I said, don't the Steelers just have Will Howard and Mason Rudolph?
Yeah, Mason Rudolph sucks. That guy, I could throw better than him. Let's be honest. I
But
hate Mason Rudolph.
Will Levis isn't leaving. He's going to stay there.
But he's just gonna run the bench. He might finish out the rookie
No,
contract, right?
I could see him starting like the first few weeks and then getting benched for Cam Ward.
Yeah, he's gonna do like how there's all those memes of him like in the craziest positions on the field. Yeah. Huh. All right, we're gonna move out of the sports now. We're still in the dork down, by the way, guys. This is the longest part of our podcast, I'd
That's the
say.
big chunk.
Yeah, we like to knock it out of the way early. We're gonna go into the entertainment section. I've seen two posts from I think it was Comic I forget what it was. I just looked at it like it was a pretty credible source saying RDJ and Chris Evans are to play up to 4 roles in Avengers Doomsday. What roles do we think RDJ is going to take?
Bullcrap. I think he's playing Doctor Doom. That's it.
You think just Doctor Doom? I assume there's going to be variants. I assume there's going to be an Iron Man, like a common, like
I
regular
don't think
Iron
he'll
Man
be Iron
variant.
Man at all. Because like
Really,
they
I think you're going to have to. Okay, fucking multiverse. All right, that's a
yeah,
thing.
but like I don't think they're gonna bring him back.
Just
I
because the
think that's
significance
a
of
rumor
that.
I
created.
could see Chris Evans playing the
That's
the
the Captain
Hydra
Hydra.
version.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I saw
but
that.
I
That
don't see
actually
him
looks really
playing Captain
cool.
America again. Maybe no, because in Deadpool and Wolverine he got killed, so I don't even think he'll be
Yeah, I
Human
saw
Torch.
someone say Johnny Storm, and I was like, no, he died in Deadpool Wolverine. But I guess multiverse. But I think just the multiverse excuse is stupid for everything because you could do that for everything. Um, ooh, I was thinking about this. What did I watched a movie the other day that I was like, man, this movie kind of isn't like a great storyline movie, but it's so good because Deadpool Wolverine, great movie because of the cameos. I think cameos carry it. My question was, do cameos make a movie good, or is it just like the nostalgia and the like surprise factor that makes the cameos so special?
I think a lot of movies can be carried by a cameo, and people need to start not just expecting that for each movie. I hate that Marvel's kind of become like a cameo thing.
Mm-hmm.
The only exception is No Way Home. Like that movie, like the cameos make them.
Perfect use
They're
of
not even a
cameo.
cameo. Like really, they're in the second half of the movie. And like they were like they're there for that Uncle Ben role for Peter for the rest of that movie. Like but like in Doctor or yeah, Multiverse of Madness, like that's just like a cameo movie. And Deadpool and Wolverine was a little different because they actually fought too. But like I don't know,
Yeah,
I've gotten to
the
the point
cameos
where
in
like
Deadpool Wolverine fed into the story.
I'm more of a save it for the post credit scene kind of guy.
I agree. Because I was thinking, like, also the Thunderbolts was so good, and there wasn't really a. Was there cameos in it?
I wouldn't say there was. I mean,
Off
the
the top of my
Fantastic Four
head,
at the end. That was it.
spoilers. That's the end credit scene, guys.
All
It's
our
been a
fans
week. You
already
guys should
watched
have
the other
watched it
one.
yet.
Yeah.
But I think that movie was phenomenal even without like a big cameo, like how all recent Marvel movies have been. Ryan, what do you say about that?
I think, well, Deadpool and Wolverine, it's the most fun I've had watching a movie by far.
In a long time, yeah.
Whenever I first watched it, I don't think I've ever had that much fun like watching a movie.
I agree.
So I would, I don't know if this will sound stupid, but like whenever I was watching it, I almost didn't like pay attention to the actual story. It was
Yeah,
just like
understandable.
all like it was just like mainly about Deadpool and Wolverine and all the cameos. But I think it can make a movie, and I think it really worked for Deadpool Wolverine since it was more of like a comedy sort of.
Yeah, they use it as like a comic relief to go and kill off the Fox universe.
But I think it just depends how you use it. I think it could make a
Yeah.
movie, but it also
Mhm,
could just destroy it.
mhm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna on our list. I don't know if you're looking at it, Jordan. I'm gonna skip this next one, and I'm gonna go to the one below it because I actually kind of want to talk about this
I
really
closed
bad.
it
But
up,
we're
but
gonna
I
go
can go
back.
back.
Oh, okay. Well, Michael B. Jordan is 90% sure gonna be in Marvel in Avengers Doomsday. He was caught. I think he was at a red carpet event, and he was talking about how he's already filming. He's filming in London right now, and he was like stuttering. He was like, "Oh, like had that look on his face of like, man, I shouldn't have said that." That's currently where Doomsday is being filmed. Do we think that Michael B. Jordan is going to be in Doomsday first? I think, yeah, I would love to see that.
Are you saying come back as Killmonger?
I think that if he were to come back, it'd be in a universe where Killmonger didn't lose to Black Panther in that
Oh,
train
I
scene.
bet you know what? I bet he's playing his Human Torch Fantastic Four variant.
Oh, that would suck. I wouldn't. I would love to see him as a Killmonger variant where he beat Black Panther in the train, the vibranium tunnels,
That'd be kinda cool too. I
where
kind
he
of
like stayed as Black Panther.
part of me wishes they would've, like, brought him back to be the Black Panther of the universe, but, like, at the same time,
Mhm.
like, I get it.
I would have loved to see him play Black Panther. It's just like they just didn't want to like have the like feeling like they were trying to replace Chadwick. I feel like that's why they're
Yeah.
like kind of
A
respecting him.
disservice to him, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think eventually there's gonna be another male Black Panther. I think it's gonna be his son.
Yeah.
But
T'Challa
yeah,
2.0.
I'm gonna go back to what was there. What was right before that? It was Thor 5 is in the works, supposedly like rumored to be in the works right now. And to keep
Taika Wak
how do you say his
Taika Waititi,
yeah is not gonna be directing it.
which is good.
Fine with me. Thor should not be a humor movie. I say, you know what they should do? Give the reins to Christopher Nolan. I don't think that would ever
Yeah,
happen.
well,
They should
the
give it to Thunderbolts director.
I
I
seen
think
something that said that Chris Evans wanted the person who directed Extraction to direct it, which I don't know if
I
y'all
would
have
like
watched
that.
Extraction, but 1
Amazing
and
movie.
2, the
Chris
combat is
Hemsworth, by the way, not
amazing.
Evans.
Did I say Evans?
No, he said Evans.
Oh.
Uh,
Roll the bod.
Roll the tapes. All right. Well, I would say that we are done with the Dork Town now. That covered everything that I've kind of written down the past week.
So,
Unless you
we'll
guys have
definitely
anything on topic. Oh, Pope. Pope's from America. Oh yeah. America. That's
we
pretty
really
sweet.
got a quarter or a pope from Chicago before they could produce a 4,000 throwing yard quarterback.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say
Uh,
GTA 6. I was about to lose my mind.
I'm pretty upset that I'm a big love the Pope because that's the Pope. I have a friend from college. He's from the South Side Chicago suburbs, and he brags about being there so much. So I've grown to hate South Side Chicago from him, and also that's where the White Sox play, and I don't like the White Sox. And it's very saddening to learn that he's a White Sox fan and from South Side Chicago. Kind of, kind of gives my friend a little more of a step on me, and I'm not happy about that.
All right,
But
so we're gonna.
you gonna segue into the next one?
Yeah, I got it. So I was gonna say the Dork Town. We're gonna try to do that every week because there's always news we're gonna talk about. So
Hmm.
that's gonna be a segment every week, and this next segment will probably be an every week thing too. We're gonna call it the Dork Bowl. So we're gonna give our game of the week, and we're gonna give our athlete of the week, like the Sports Dorks podcast awards for it. So who wants to go first with that?
The
All right,
guy
Ryan,
below
you
me.
got
I
it.
don't know if it's like that on your screen.
No, I'm saying Isaac.
No,
All
I
right, I'll
just
start us
I just
off.
hosted a whole
Um,
segment.
I'm gonna go Game 1 of the Thunders and Nuggets that was on Monday or Tuesday night. Like dribbling down the court, Russell Westbrook, time expiring, throws it over to Aaron Gordon. Gosh. And that
And Aaron
segues
Gordon had a
into
buzzer beater earlier
yeah,
this
and
this season
he had the
too. Yeah,
dunk, and then he had the
yeah.
buzzer beater in game 3 to send them into overtime to win.
Who knew Aaron Gordon would be clutch in 2025?
And that segues into my player of the week, Aaron Gordon, because the dude has the clutch gene of Michael Jordan right now. So
I like that. I like that. I mean, Aaron Gordon's balling right now for being
it's ridiculous.
Aaron Gordon, for being Aaron Gordon, being a dunker. He's like he's hooping. He's playing
Making
some
them
good
shots, big time
basketball.
shots.
100%. Ryan, what is your game of the week?
Hold on, I'm trying to get to. You know what?
No prepared.
You can say I'm biased on it. I'm going with the Dodgers and Diamondbacks. 2 nights ago, Dodgers
Is
ended up
there a
won
big
like
score on that?
14. It was
Oh
14
shit!
to 11.
I know what game he's talking about.
But I just remember, I remember watching part of it, and I think it was. Oh my god! I just know the Dodgers were up a lot. They let up a grand slam, and it was just back and forth, back and forth. I mean, 14-11, pretty good score, high scoring game, very entertaining, especially for the MLB. 14-11, I would love to be there and watch that.
I'm gonna go. Oh wait, who's your athlete of the week? Forgot to let you do that.
Oh, that is going to be Riley Green of the Detroit Tigers. He was batting 400 or
Mhm.
460, had 500 on base percentage, 4 home runs, 8 RBIs, and scored 7 runs.
Is the game you're talking about the one that Shohei hit the walk off? Because Shohei hit a walk off this week. I didn't know if that was the game you were talking about or not. I don't know who it was against.
Yeah, it had to been that game.
That was a good game then. I do remember seeing that.
I would say
It was a
my
go-ahead
game
home
of the
run.
week would be. I want to say I'm stuck in between two, but the only reason I'm going to say this other one over the second one, I'm going to say Game 3 of the Cavs game. You know, we were down players. This is a biased response, by the way, guys. In case you're wondering, where I give my sports takes, they're all biased. I would say the Game 3 of the Cavs, they lost Game 1, lost Game 2. They were down their two, like one of their best players, and then like Darius Garland and Evan Mobley in Game 2. And then Game 3, they finally got them back, and they showed that they could win a basketball game. But they just lost with everybody. So, but then the other team I was thinking about saying was the Padres game last night, the 10th. They beat the Rockies 21-0. That's just pretty badass. I was gonna segue into my player of the week with being Fernando Tatis. It was against the Rockies, but dude raked last night. So he was 2 for 4 with 3 runs, 3 RBIs. Shoot, I just clicked the wrong button. 1 home run, 1 walk, didn't strike out once, and he's batting 322 right now, and he has an on base percentage of 391. So I'd say he's doing pretty good. And it'll be the show. I'm very excited about that because I have Fernando Tatis on my team. So thank you, Fernando.
All right. So that's the Dork Bowl. Now we're going to move on to another new segment called Dork Court, where we're going to go around and give hot takes. Ryan come up with all of these names, by the way. These are all Ryan. So if you have any comments, you can debate with them. So Dork Court, we're each going to go around and give a hot take, and like we're going to talk about it. Try to absolutely like. There's no rage baiting. These all are things we truly believe, and we're just going to see what the others' takes on it are. When do y'all want to start this one off?
I'm starting first.
Okay.
Because y'all heard this 1,000 times. Thanos was right.
Oh yeah, I agree with that hot take.
Ryan lives and dies. Ryan says that Thanos was a superhero practically.
In my Marvel Snap bio, it's literally Thanos was right. That little clan tag.
That's funny. I mean, yeah. Explain it for the people who aren't familiar with the explanation.
Well, I mean, his planet died because of
Starvation
was it like
Overpopulation.
and
Overpopulation.
deforestation and resources.
Yes, but he wanted to save other planets from the same thing happening. So he killed half the population in the universe to try to save other planets. Now he killed, I'm not telling you how many people, but he was trying to
So
save other planets.
what's your counter argument to why can't we have just doubled all the resources?
It would because every planet would end up looking like Coruscant, probably.
That's a good pull. Is he doing all 3 hot takes, or is it one
No,
one?
we can one.
Okay, I'll go next. This is a hot take towards Jordan specifically. 99% of the Zack Snyder cut movies are fucking dog shit.
What is the 1%?
Man of Steel is pretty good. I liked Man of Steel.
Have you watched all of the Zack Snyder movies?
I looked through the Zack Snyder DCU movies, Justice League movies,
That's the
Batman
worst
vs
movie of all
Superman.
time.
Batman vs Superman, not bad.
Right.
Man of Steel, I like Man of Steel.
Man of Steel's
The Flash. It says The Flash. That wasn't Zack Snyder, was it? Was that Zack Snyder?
Zack
Yeah.
Snyder.
Absolutely terrible.
Flat. You know how much of Flash stain I am. That movie's awful.
Yeah. The Suicide Squad with was it
Good.
Jared Leto?
Oh yeah,
that the
Will
Joker-
Smith and Jared
Joker?
Leto. Good movie. Did what it needed to do.
No, did not like it.
Better than the
Wonder
second
Woman
Suicide Squad.
1984.
Horrible
Wonder
movie.
Woman, that one came out during COVID. That was the
Yep,
COVID one,
that's the
right? Yeah,
horrible
that
one.
one sucked. The other Suicide Squad movie with Peacemaker.
Horrible. That's not him
And
though. That's James Gunn.
That's that is no wonder it's so good.
It's awful.
I love that movie. So good. Aquaman, actually not that bad.
Good.
That's
Over $1
like
billion, by the way. Made
that's
in
a
the
pretty
box
good. That's
office.
a pretty solid movie. I like that one. I'm not gonna. And then Wonder Woman, the first one, I liked that
Really
one.
good one.
I watched that in theaters. That was pretty good.
The
Big
Snyder
fan.
cut, when he actually gets full reign, top 10 movie of all time.
No, double thumbs down. No big booms. No big booms. All dooms. That movie
We're gonna do
sucked.
that.
It's so
No,
boring.
you
So
did not
boring.
watch
It's
it.
4
No.
hours long. Yeah, every
And
time I
it's
try to watch it,
4
I fall
hours of
asleep within the
pure.
30 minutes. Fall asleep within
The
30 minutes
best
every time.
Joker, the best
pick back
Joker
up,
we've
fall
ever
asleep
gotten is at the
5
end of
minutes.
that movie when he's talking about how he killed Robin.
Who is the actor for Joker?
Jared Leto.
Please shut the fuck up. Please. You cannot say that Joker is better than Heath Ledger Joker
Watch
by
that clip.
any.
Watch
Jordan.
the clip.
It don't matter. He's the worst Joker.
All right, we're moving on to my hot take.
No, we're not. No, we're not. If your hot take can be that
Moving
Jared
on.
Leto's the best
Moving
Joker,
on.
because I still
Nope.
want to talk.
Nope.
Sure, no, you can't leave me like this.
We're gonna move on.
100% wrong.
Segue
I'm gonna take a lap.
All right,
I
what's
need,
it?
I need him to be here for my hot take because it kind of has to deal with James Gunn and the new DCU.
All right, guys, can we lock in?
I needed
was
you
the
here
take?
because my next take's about James Gunn and the DCU. Peacemaker season 2. We didn't talk about that in the news. Will be better than Superman.
I don't know. I haven't seen Superman. I haven't seen Peacemaker. One
Superman
was
hasn't
awesome.
came out yet.
I know. Peacemaker first season was awesome.
I don't have big hopes for his thing. I think people are going to blow it out of proportions because like it's a connected world, but I don't know.
Is that a
Are you
hot
talking about
take?
with Superman?
You can't even really argue for either one of them.
No, I'm just saying my prediction is like that's what I think is going to happen. That's a hot take.
False. But I think that Superman is. You need to search up what the hot take means after this, but it's okay. We can work.
So
with
if I
it.
say to you the White Sox are going to win the World Series, what is that called?
It's a
It's a hot
prediction.
take. No, that
Jordan's
is
got a point.
considered a hot take.
Jordan, are you mind your left or right right now for this thing?
Yes, but
Left.
the thing is,
Am I pointing at you?
the MLB
Yeah.
season
what
is
pisses me
going right now, so it's already open. the season 2 and Superman haven't been released, so you can't really argue it.
That's a hot take. Okay. Just say your next thing. Just say your next thing.
No,
Well, guess what, buddy? You're gonna hate my next 2 hot takes because they're both predictions.
Let's do a snake draft. Snake draft.
All right. Fantastic Four will be the highest grossing movie of July over Superman and Jurassic World.
I think it's gonna be Jurassic World for sure. Superman's gonna be close because James Gunn has such a following. Like myself, love every single James Gunn movie. So good. Every movie on like Guardians of the Galaxy 3's the whole Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy's top 15, top 10 of my Marvel. thing. Guardian Galaxy 3 is number one. I think it's the only one that's close with Superman. It will keep it like they're gonna fight for it for sure. It's gonna be close.
All right, back to you, Isaac.
I kind of forgot what it was,
You didn't
so
write them down.
no, I didn't write them down. I'm ill prepared today.
No.
Uh, let's say I should have got the iPad out. Damn it. I'll say my second hot take is I kind of spoke about this in the Thunderbolts reviews that Thunderbolts is better than Avengers Endgame.
You're an idiot, is what you are. You
That's
shouldn't
just
even speak
crazy.
anymore. This isn't an argument. You're an
I
idiot and be quiet.
That's just
love that
crazy.
movie so much. The only reason I don't like Endgame is because it made Infinity War not pointless, but like kind of erased the like the impact Infinity War left. And
What do
Endgame
you
was
mean?
like,
There was a 3-year gap between that movie or whatever it was. So like for
man,
3
there
years we
needs
had
to be
no
a 3-year gap.
superheroes.
Did we?
Yes.
I'm saying, did
No,
we? I'm talking about in the Marvel timeline. I'm not talking about real life. Marvel timeline. What's in between Infinity War and Endgame?
what do you mean in terms of what?
The Marvel timeline, the
There's
MCU, the
5
Marvel
years. It's a
Cinematic.
5-year time jump.
What movies are in the 5 years?
Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumanium, but that takes place before.
That movie's bogus. I don't even
Okay, but
want to
what
talk.
is
I
your
was
what is your
so excited for
point
it.
there?
My point is that it's still kind of Endgame erases the impact of Infinity War. Yes, we had 3 years. That's fine. I don't remember those 3 years. I was too young to remember those 3 years. I was like, how old were we? Like 11?
It came out in 2019, so we were
No,
13.
I thought Infinity. I'm talking about Infinity War. I'm talking about
Oh,
Infinity War. That
Infinity
was
War
2016 or 2017, right?
17, I think is what it was.
15 was Age of Ultron.
When did
And 12,
Avengers: Infinity War come out?
let's fact check that.
2018. It
Shit. All right, well,
was
we were
only a
12.
year.
I was too focused on Fortnite at that time. I don't remember those 3 years. So if Marvel would go out in any time, that was the best time to go out in. But I just think I like in game. I just think also the cameos at the end kind of bring it up.
Oh,
What are you
wait,
talking about?
are you talking about
Talking
in
about the final
Thunderbolts?
end scene. No, no, I'm talking about an end game. The cameos at the end kind of like
There's no cameos in Endgame.
so like whenever they're at the final fight scene, whenever all of Wakanda's there, all the Ravagers are there.
Look up the definition of a cameo. That is just a fight at the end.
That's practically a cameo. It's pulling every single. Yes. Okay. Ryan,
No.
next, Ryan. I'm
Yeah,
done.
just that was terrible, terrible.
Chat, please just agree with me.
We're taking away your
No,
third hot take. You don't get a third one.
All right, Marvel. I don't know if it's a hot take, but Marvel should slow down production and stop releasing so many movies and
Because
TV
they're releasing
shows.
shit movies and shit TV
Quality
shows.
over quantity.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I think it's so it's so much for people to judge, and like you don't have like that anticipation for like stuff to come out, so it's not as hyped. Like whenever like Echo got released, I didn't even know about it.
That's exactly what I was about to say. I was going to say Echo and Agatha all along. I feel like no one knew came out until it came out. All right, we're skipping over Isaac. He got
Nope.
yeah.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Wait, no. Ryan has his third one. I forgot we didn't
Yeah,
stick back
Ryan.
to him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I was going to change this question just to see Isaac, but um, the MCU peaked at Winter Soldier.
Like you're saying the movie, The Winter Soldier.
Like, yes,
That was in the. I feel like that's the highest of the Marvel. Like everyone was talking about him. They're going to see the
yeah,
movies.
that's. But I was going to change it to like Infinity War to get Isaac going. But after what he said, it was just no. I was not having it.
I'm sad. I'm not talking anymore. You guys made me mad.
We're skipping you over your third hot take. Do you have one or no?
No, no, I have one. I'm staring right at it.
You
All
just
right,
asked ChatGPT.
say it real quick.
It's not even a hot take. It's more of just like this is completely facts. Is that the Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy is one of the best movie trilogies in general.
Just judging by the fact that there's not a lot of movie trilogies, I feel like that's
I'm not saying MCU
hard.
movie.
Yeah, I know, but like, what other movie trilogies are there? The Dark Knight trilogy, the
Hobbit,
Creed
Lord of the
trilogy.
Rings, Creed. Guardians of the Galaxy. Let's do a little. There's a lot of movie trilogies.
Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse will be a trilogy. Or the Across the
Oh,
Spider-Verse.
that one's gonna get it for me. I can't get enough of those movies. Name movie trilogies.
Sandlot.
There's Dark Knight. There's the Iron Man trilogy. There's the Captain America trilogy. Spider-Man Sam Raimi trilogy.
Captain America
Spider-Man Tom
trilogy.
Holland.
No, does Captain America count as a trilogy? There's 4 of them.
The last one doesn't count. That's not the same.
What are they called? Captain America. Brave
Yeah,
New World.
that's not the same
Okay,
thing.
the Captain America with Chris Evans.
Okay.
Yes. There's the
I would
Hobbit
definitely
trilogy,
say
the
third
Matrix trilogy. Oh, okay. Star Wars original trilogy, I think, has Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy.
Yeah.
That's a good.
And
That's
prequels.
got it. Oh wait, can I change my hot take? I want to change my hot take. Revenge of the Sith was a mid movie. Revenge of the Sith was a mid movie. It's not that good. It's only good because of the final act. Every other part of the movie, acting, voice lines, dialogue, everything else. Only thing was good was the third. And the opening act is pretty sick. Whenever they went in and killed Dooku.
All right, my third hot take is that Iron Man is a bottom 10 MCU movie. It's the most boring and slow-paced MCU movie that there is.
I'm gonna go ahead and log out of here, guys.
Yeah, I'm done.
It's so slow. There's no
No,
action
no,
whatsoever.
shut
The
up.
only action is
Shut
at the
up.
end of the movie,
No,
and it's
shut
the
up.
worst fight in the MCU.
But you don't say that Revenge of the Sith is the same fucking way, Jordan. You don't say that
It's
Revenge of the
not.
Sith is the
Do
same
you
fucking
want to
way.
go through Revenge of the Sith, the opening
Well,
scene where
it's-
they're getting Chancellor Palpatine, the middle fight scene when Obi-Wan and General Grievous are fighting.
Fucking
Here's the
out.
Third
in
one, the
between
Revenge
that,
of the
Jordan.
Sith, that's
There's an
45
hour in
minutes
between
long.
That.
It's 20 minutes. People that you listen to the Escape Pod podcast, it's 20 minutes. They timed
You need
it.
to shut the fuck up and listen to me, all right? Stop me writing hat guy. You look just like him, in case you're wondering. You sound just like him with these shitty ass takes too.
I think your takes are shitty as well.
Fuck you, Ryan.
This is why we have Dork Court.
No, you cannot say. Let me go back to what you said because I already wiped out my brain 'cause how fucking stupid it was.
I was just saying that Revenge of the Sith wasn't slow.
What did you say? Oh, you said Iron Man was so slow. Whenever you're talking about Revenge of the Sith not being slow,
It's not
It's not
whatsoever.
Revenge of the Sith
not
is only considered a top movie because of the final act. Without the final act, that is one of the most bottom tier movies ever. Without the final act, here's another hot take for you. You guys aren't going to like this. You guys aren't going to like this. Without the final act, The Force Awakens is better than Revenge of the Sith. Yes.
This is the worst take I've ever heard in my
You
entire
heard
life.
what I just said. I'm looking right at you guys. I don't know if you can
Sounds
tell.
like right at you.
I don't know if you
That
can
is an
tell.
awful take.
Without the third act, Revenge of the Sith is worse than The Force Awakens.
That's
Force
just
Awakens is the
awful.
seventh movie,
Yo,
right?
no,
You're just trying to be different.
Shut the hell up. Y'all are both idiots. Let's move on because both y'all are absolutely stupid.
That is
You're
crazy.
just Captain
Craig,
America
what do you say?
meat writer.
Craig, what do you
His opinion
say?
does not matter about Iron Man. Iron Man is amazing. George is Captain America meat writer. Isaac, you're just stupid.
No, I'm not. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. Revenge of the Sith is not that great of a movie.
No. Okay. I can no. When you said it's without the final act, that
Mhm.
Force Awakens is better.
Force
Oh my-
Awakens is the first of the sequels, right?
Order 66 is the most gut-wrenching thing I've ever witnessed in my life.
That is in the third act of the movie. It's on the brink. It's you just teleported back with your shield. You didn't even like sit down. You just teleported back with the shield. Revenge of the Sith is only be good because of the third act.
All right, we're about to our match of the week. We're two completely
Can you
Piggyback
re-say that?
over
You're lagging
Revenge of the
really
Sith.
bad. Re-say that. Just like take a breather. You're lagging. Guys, if you subscribe, we can get fiber optic Wi-Fi and we can not lag. You're
Am I
good
good?
now. You just woed.
Yeah.
I need to start like
All right, we're going to a matchup of the week where we're going to take two like completely random characters, villains, heroes, civilians. We're going to put them against each other and see who would win the fight. But piggybacking off Revenge of the Sith, this week's matchup is Darth Vader versus Optimus Prime. Who wins?
Like Darth Vader can just rip the what's it called?
All Spark.
The all smart.
Force.
Yeah.
He get 100% force, or the force sliding would just like corrupt Optimus Prime since he's metal. He's a conductor.
Darth
I
Vader
think that would
can't
fry
use
his. Darth Vader doesn't have force lightning. Okay, he's
No,
a
he
fucking
can't use
pussy or something.
He can't use it.
What, can you explain why?
I don't know, but for something within his armor is like very sensitive to force
Okay.
lightning, which
Oh
is what
yeah.
Palpatine uses. So in case Vader ever got out of line, he could kill him.
Okay. Well, you know what? You
What
learn something new every
do we
day.
think?
This still sucks.
Uh, I'm going Darth Vader too, but do we think there's a world that Optimus wins at all, like in the 10 series fight battle? Like,
Yeah, if Darth Vader didn't have his suit on, I'm taking Optimus. It's Optimus
I
Prime
mean,
versus a potato.
maybe if Optimus like just frog splashes on him and
okay,
pushes him.
he just force holds him like this.
That's a
What
good point
about
because there's that scene in Obi-Wan where
Optimus
he grabs the
Prime
ship.
and Bumblebee together?
Yeah, I think
Uh,
they could win. I think they could tag team him
You
because
don't
he can
think?
only force hold one, right?
I don't think so. Can
He used two hands.
he? Yeah.
Yeah, Bumblebee turns on like the radio or something. The waves in the radio fuck up the force. I don't know. That's a good one. That's a good one. Chat, what do you say?
Yeah. Let us know down in the comments below.
I'm looking at chat, seeing if they have anything for me.
Who's your pick in just the 101 though, Ryan? I don't know if you said.
I'm saying Darth Vader because I think he needs to throw his lightsaber, wave it back and forth, and kind of cut anything that Darth Vader had, or that
That's a good
Optimus
point.
Prime.
He could also just like chuck the lightsaber like through
Yeah.
Optimus Primes. Yeah. Can
I
I
do.
have one. I have one that I'm thinking about.
Do you want to do it this week or you want to save it for next week?
I want to do it this week since it's kind of
All
still
right,
like a
sure.
fresh topic. Sentry or Thor? Max power Sentry, like the one that we saw in Thunderbolts
I
where he was
don't.
vanishing
I really
people.
don't know the
Thor has
extent of
max
Sentry's
power too?
powers. Based off the movie,
Sentry.
Is Thor at his max too, or no?
Infinity War Thor.
Or
I mean, we're going
Ragnarok Thor.
Infinity. If we're going Infinity War, I'm I'm taking Thor.
I feel like Thor could really be. Well, if does Thor have Mjolnir or Stormbreaker? What if he's Infinity War Stormbreaker?
Well,
So
Sentry Bob still doesn't know how to fight yet. He's just powerful, but doesn't know really how to use his power. He was going against a bunch of C-list fighters, so like
he's
if he goes
against
against
some
Thor,
civilians.
yeah, that's what I'm
I
saying.
guess,
Like,
yeah. Well, I don't know, dude, because there's that one scene where he's sitting there, and it's so Homelander-esque that it was really cool. And whenever he was sitting there, they were like all fighting in Avengers Tower, and he like shifts off to this side, shifts off to this side, like Ghost, and you're trying to teleport around him, and he just grabs her. Like that's
Yeah.
so cool. And I say if we go by what we've seen in the movies, Thor, but I think if we give it time, Sentry, if they kind of keep him in the timelines and give him good power, I think Sentry could.
potentially,
sure.
I still don't know much about him though.
Like,
Okay, what was the next one? I just
um,
wanted to talk about that one. Oh, sorry,
because
Ryan.
he never really, if I'm not mistaken, he never really killed anybody.
No, not that we know of, unless he drove one of the people in New York City to kill themselves, like how we kind of saw John Walker kind of almost walk off the ledge. But
I- I'm thinking about like, well, I guess Sentry technically kind of did whenever he took the people out of the helicopter and the helicopter crashed. I feel like that's a killing by
Yeah, you're right. I
third
couldn't think of
party.
it.
I don't
but
think
still
there wasn't
civilians
any
though.
direct. There wasn't direct
Third
killing.
party. Third party.
Yeah, yeah. Third party. What's our next?
All right, we're gonna move into our trivia segment. We do not have a name for it yet, so if anyone in the comments when it comes up with a cool name for our trivia segment, we can do it. We're gonna each week, each one of us are gonna make a random trivia thing. We're gonna ask the other two a little bit of head-to-head competition. This week we're gonna do MCU trivia. Start off on the theme of MCU. I'm gonna alternate, just asking you guys trivia questions. I came up with most of these. Two of them are from chat. I couldn't think of two. But I came up with most of these by myself, and I knew all of them writing them down. So, and I knew the ones from Chat GPT too. So, okay, none of that. All right, who wants to start? Isaac. All right, we'll keep a
I'm
point
confused.
system.
I thought we're
I'm gonna-
going remember how academic team was? We had to press a buzzer. Can we do that? Like whoever raised their hand first on your
Do
screen.
we want? Do you
gets
want to do
the
it like
answer.
that?
Yeah, let's.
Would you rather do it like that, Ryan?
Yeah.
Raise their hands.
Okay, and
Go ahead and
then
raise their hands.
if you get it wrong, you can't answer again, and the other person just gets to answer.
You can't answer again till the other person answers, and if they get it wrong, like Jeopardy. No, not like Jeopardy, but like they say,
Okay,
right,
but
I get it wrong,
you
then
each
Ryan gets
only
the point.
get 2 answers, and then we'll just get the point. I'll keep a point system on my phone, or we
Okay.
just keep it in our head. I don't know what the winner gets. We might
Beans.
eventually we'll end up having to do a winner thing. When we do it in person, we can pass around a trophy or something like that for the week.
We're working on that, by the way, guys. So.
All right, just scream or raise your hand. I'll be looking for it because I'm reading it to my left. So, all right.
Right.
Question 1: What is the exact phrase on the plaque beneath the original Avengers Tower arc reactor that Tony Stark gives Pepper, or no, that Pepper gives Tony Stark in Iron Man? What does it read, Isaac?
Proof that Tony Stark has a heart.
That's it.
I
1
seen
point.
Isaac raise his hand, so I
Yeah,
Oh.
I had the Craig Kimbrell where he's sitting there ready for the pitch. That was my hand getting ready to go.
1 point to Isaac. Okay. What name does Tony give himself in Endgame when talking to his dad?
Oh my goodness. I think we're out of time. I don't know. You're gonna say it. I'm gonna feel like an idiot because I'm like, oh, you're getting down. Okay, Siri. Hey Siri. What name does Tony give himself when talking to his dad in Endgame?
Does anyone have any guesses?
wait.
Let me
Does anyone?
guess.
Yeah, throw some out there real quick.
Anthony, close to
Nope.
Tony. Man,
You
I'm
got anything,
confused. I
Ryan?
don't
You
know.
want to guess?
No.
Howard Potts.
Ah,
He takes Pepper's last name and his dad's first name.
that's
This is a
stupid.
good one. I'm
I
gonna
don't know.
give you a countdown on this one because you can
knew
count
that
this one,
off the top of your
but I
head.
don't want you. What'd you say?
You knew that off the top of your head?
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna give you a countdown for this one. I'm not gonna let y'all think about it too much. How many people have wielded Mjolnir in the MCU? Isaac or Ryan? Wrong. 4 wrong. Isaac. 2 wrong. Right back to you, Ryan. I'll give you one more. 5 wrong.
What?
6. That's it. Isaac got it right.
Yes. Wait, can I try to guess who?
Yeah.
Thor. Did Loki? No, Loki never did he? Captain America, Odin. Hela. You have a hint?
Um.
Oh,
Both of them are dead in the MCU.
that's why I forgot. Oh, Jane
Do you know it,
Foster.
Ryan? Oh, Jane
Jane
Foster.
Foster is 5. One more.
Shit. Man, that movie's just scratched out of my brain. I don't care about that movie.
The Hook.
Who the hell's the
The coat hanger. The coat hanger.
No.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. I forget about that.
It's
Can you give
in
us another
phase
hint?
2 of the MCU.
Okay, can you movie or is
Oh,
it the movie
Vision.
title would give it away?
Vision.
Oh, yes, because he yeah. This what's
So
the exact scene? In my head, it's him handing it to him saying like you forgot this or something like that. But I don't
and
think that's
he's
it.
like, you'll just have to trust me. But it's like they're all saying they don't know if they can trust Vision.
I
Oh
think I
So
yeah.
win.
Ryan's up or Isaac's up 2-0.
I think I win that.
You got 1, I got 5. All right. So let's
Yeah, I
actually no,
think
you
All
got
right.
2, I got 4. All right, next.
Which 2 MCU TV shows does War Machine show up in? Isaac.
Secret Invasion and then Captain America.
That's it. Isaac's up 3-0.
Because Secret Invasion was towards the end ever we realized that it's been a scroll the whole
Yeah.
time since
that's
the
not
one
War
fight.
Machine.
He means Don Cheadle.
Yeah, sure. All right. This one, there's. I was gonna give this question to Ryan because I was alternating, so there's no way Isaac doesn't get this answer type thing. What
I'll wait 5 seconds.
what animal represents M'Baku's tribe in Black Panther? Ryan.
I'm just assuming a bear.
No.
Isn't that a bear?
Gorilla?
Yes.
Is it a bear? Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, he's got the gorilla mask on with the fangs and everything.
1,
Now
2,
you
3,
say that, I
4,
remember
5.
I'm
that.
taking
All right.
100 men over one gorilla any day of the week.
All right. Isaac's up 4 points, and now we have 5 questions left. Ryan's got to step up his game. That's why I wanted to go alternate. I don't know.
Okay, so
Okay.
next week you want to do it. This is sorry guys, we're giving you ideas right now. Next week you want me to come up with questions and then
Yeah,
go
it doesn't have to
together.
be MCU. It could be Star Wars, football,
Sports.
NFL.
I'm
Yeah.
sick.
All right, this is the Chat GPT one. I didn't know this one at all. What does Peter Parker's AI say her name is in Spider-Man: Homecoming?
Edith.
No, that's Far
Isn't
From
it?
Home.
Oh, yeah, that's the glasses whenever they're on the trip.
I'll give you a few
Um,
seconds, Ryan.
Homecoming. There's he's sitting in the little locked-in thing and he's testing out the webs and he's in the yellow jacket.
Yep, you got the
Shit.
scene.
Yeah.
What does it
Not a,
start with?
not a thought in his
Hey,
head. Okay. Can I go again?
after Ryan guesses,
Okay. I think I
Oh, I
have
didn't
it.
know. I made a guess.
you guys
Guys,
give me
Edith.
some.
April.
K as in
Oh,
kangaroo. I
I
almost
heard
said
A.
caterpillar.
Oh, I heard A from him.
Colin,
Chat.
that's for a reason.
Hey,
heard-
okay, I'll give you another shot.
I heard A.
Okay, we're giving it a K. I know it now.
I can't think of it.
Karen.
Okay, Isaac gets the point. 5-0. It's Karen.
It's Karen?
It's Karen.
Yeah,
According to
remember it
Chat
now.
GPT, I don't know that one also.
I remember it now. I
Alright.
love that movie. That's a good I love that movie.
Bottom 10 MCU movie. It's awful.
love
It's the
that.
worst. It's the worst adaptation of Spider-Man we've ever gotten.
I love that movie.
He's
That's just,
Iron Boy Jr.
I can kind of agree, but at the same time, I just like it 'cause I feel like that's just like a feel good movie. That's like one of those I'll just turn on the background. That's like
All
a
right,
feel good movie to me.
the rest, the last four. So Ryan cannot win anymore, but we're gonna keep going. The rest I came up with. In Doctor Strange, what is the name of the relic that allows him to manipulate time? All right, Ryan.
Wait, what'd you say?
In Doctor Strange, what is the name of the relic that allows him to manipulate time? You raise your hand, so I'll give you a chance to talk.
And I
Is this a lot easier than we think it is?
it is, but I can't actually say the name. I know
The
exactly
Time
what it is.
Stone?
No.
Okay, that's what I was going with.
The fucking it's the eye of whatever.
Eye of
I can't
Agamotto.
I couldn't think of the name.
Eye
Eye
of
of
Mama
Agamotto.
Coco. Eye of Mama Coco.
We'll just
That's a
we won't keep points no more. We'll just
Yeah,
do the thing.
it's a blowout.
All right. What is going on to what Isaac said earlier was his favorite MCU movie? What is the Wasp's full real name?
The Waft.
Wasp.
I
A
heard Wasp.
wasp.
My fault.
Wasp.
I've been speech therapy.
Miss Woods class.
Yeah.
Ant-Man hated it. Ant-Man the Wasp hated it.
You're gonna say it. I'm gonna know it. I liked the first Ant-Man movie. Didn't mind the second one. I thought the ghost was cool. The third one sucked, but I was so excited for it. I mean, you're gonna have to give me this one. I don't know this one.
You don't
I
have
don't know
any
why
guesses?
you're gonna tell me, and I'm like, oh yeah, but it's not top of my head. That's not something I just know. Sadly.
You want to guess any, Ryan?
No.
Hope Van Dyne.
Hope. Yes. Shit.
All right, this is another countdown one because you can count it again. How many movies are in Phase 1 of the MCU?
I want Isaac to guess first. I'm gonna take a random guess.
Okay, all right. If you want to guess real quick, 8 wrong, 9 wrong, 10 wrong, 10 wrong. It's 6.
Well,
It's 6?
Iron Man, The Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, Captain America: The First Avenger, Thor, Avengers.
I went by timeline order. In my head, I was thinking Captain Marvel, First Avenger, Iron Man, then the movie, and then Iron Man 2, Iron Man 3. I was going okay.
I don't know. I completely guessed.
I don't know my phases
right.
very well.
Whoever gets this question right wins the entire game. Ryan can win it all at this point because this one's kind of a hard one. Who does Clark Gregg play in the MCU? What's his character?
Who?
Clark.
May I ask who
Gregg.
that is?
Clark.
Are you able to tell us the movie, or that gave it away?
He's in multiple movies.
What was his last name?
Greg.
Olsen.
Clark. Ryan won the game.
How did you know that? How did you know that was his name? What movie? He's in
He's in Iron Man, Iron Man 2, Thor,
Captain Marvel.
Avengers, Captain Marvel. He's actually in 5 movies.
Take my hat off.
And then you get
He's
Take
got
my
the
hat
Agents of
off?
Shield show.
I take my hat off. I don't
Oh,
have it.
Damn. What's the next question? Is there another one? I want to redeem myself.
that's it. That's why it was the last one.
Oh, that's bogus. I won, chat. We don't give random.
All right.
What's our next segment? I don't have it pulled up.
I think that's it. That's all we got on the pocket.
Man, this is fun. I can't wait to do this again next week.
Does anyone
next
have
time
any
I get to,
other
like-
thing they want to say?
Next time we'll be in person.
At Ryan's
Oh.
house.
We were supposed to be in person this week.
It's a sensitive topic right now. We're putting on business faces. We actually all hate each other right at this moment. We're putting it on for the show for the viewers, so Craig doesn't get scared down there.
If y'all tune in to WWE Raw tomorrow night, you'll see me and Ryan in the front row holding signs that say Sports and Dorks Podcast.
Wait, that's tomorrow? I didn't know the one in Louisville was tomorrow.
It's tomorrow night.
How
So if
hype
y'all
are you?
see
You
us,
wanna tell me?
tag us on any social medias. We'll retweet
Can you
it.
actually try to promote, please? That'd be awesome.
Sure, I'll bring a sign.
No, I'm being so serious. Like right now, I will pay you. I'll give you I'll pay you the rest of the $650 that I owe you.
Hey, Isaac, do you work tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, dang it. Hey, keep us off some business cards, Jordan.
That's it, buddy. I work. I think I don't have a day off for the next 2 weeks right now.
All right. Well,
So,
All right, does anyone have any closing remarks?
I want to make my hot take as a closing remark again, just to put it
We're not doing that.
top of everyone's
talk to you
mind.
later.
Remember to follow us on all social medias: Twitter, Instagram, TikTok,
Mhm,
Spotify, YouTube. Remember to actually follow and hit that subscribe. Y'all are doing such a great job watching the videos, but we need y'all to actually subscribe.
mhm.
You can find me, the real Narden, on YouTube and Narden on TikTok and Instagram.
I stream close to almost every day on Twitch at Elite Racer 396. That name is just a relic. We can't change it. Sorry. On everything else, I'm Bleemstain, BLEEMSTAIN on YouTube, and TikTok. That's really it. On Xbox, you guys want to add me on Xbox? What you got to say, Ryan?
What does Bleemstain mean exactly?
So let me tell you the roots. So Ian Cromer is where it started from, because they used to call him Chrome Stain, and then it developed a cream stain, and they started calling me Bleem Stain. So
What are
now
you
I'm
talking-
Bleem Stain.
What are you talking about exactly? What does that mean? What does that mean?
Beats me, buddy. I don't know. This is a family-friendly stream because apparently we got some critiquers of the language that we use. So I'm looking right at you guys. I don't like you all right now.
You know who you are.
You know who you are.
All
All right.
right.
Well, I think that'll do, right?
Yeah, I think we're good. We'll see y'all next week.